Welcome to a Fables a Day, in which the Archivist reviews an issue of Fables a day up till the final issue, where he will undoubtedly cry like a baby. And there is no restraint on spoilers, so if that's a problem for you, well then go read the series and then come back. On with the show. Fables number 33, Until the Spring, in which bodies accumulate, the sheriff gets a good scolding, war is discussed, and a pack of floaters celebrate their first birthday. It's springtime! Mr. North and Snow are discussing the children and how they're about to turn one, but have yet to learn to shapeshift, walk, or even talk yet, which is awkward for Mr. North's side of the family. However, their talk is interrupted by another murder, this time of Mary's little lamb. Mr. North finally gives an explanation as to who is doing the killings. A zephyr, a near bestial wind that cannot take human form, but no one knows where it would have come from. The most likely suspect is, of course, the adversary. So, Prince Charming goes back to Fabletown to convene a war council to strike back. Mr. North uses his attending winds to assist in finding the zephyr before it kills again. Over in Fabletown, Beauty remarks on how disgusting the woodlands is getting now that Flycatcher isn't doing his community service. And then Rose finally talks some sense into Beast about why Flycatcher was in perpetual servitude. If Flycatcher wasn't, he would have nothing stopping him from going back to the homelands to find his wife and child. Back at the farm, Snow agrees to have Mr. North train the kids. And Prince Charming, while driving back to Fabletown, calls Beauty to tell her to call back the tourists, Big B's fable spies that are living abroad in the Mundy world. Meanwhile, Snow is crying, alone in her room, as her seventh child speaks to her. She sends him, or her, to go find Bigby and stay with him forever and ever before they catch him. Or her. Yeah, being an invisible puff of air really makes gender identification kind of a bitch. But life goes on, and the litter's birthday rolls around. This time, there's 7 cupcakes for a new family tradition, though none of the kids know why. Snow White makes this issue for me, and that's who it really focuses on, wisely. Yes, we get the great bit where Beast learns he needs to actually pay attention to the bigger picture, and Prince Charming getting his war council out. This tale, at least this issue, really focuses in on the murder mystery that's been sprouting up, and then the heartbreak of Snow realizing for a year she's been neglecting one of her children, who she never knew existed, and then having to send him away. Well, it would have worked better if there was more of a slow reveal over a whole year, instead of just 1 or 2 nods to 7th Kid's last issue. It's not a deal breaker, and the scene where Snow talks to it works really well. It just could have been a bit more weighty to really hammer in the detail. Regardless, after an emotional reveal like that, it's time for a non-sequitur 2-parter.